1.
Wow.
Someone had to do it.
Wow.
I'm surprised. I was really surprised when Emily didn't do that on the season finale of Terra Nullius.
It was too intense. It was too intense. It was too intense. Anyway,
well, I know, but like at the start of
this is supposed to be a lighthearted, fun thing. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, we are back with some more Gamebound Fiasco, and we're gonna be playing some summer camp kids, and I'm gonna be an old hermit, I guess. It's gonna be interesting. So Seth, since you went ahead and started us off, you can also start us off with the first scene. Would you like to establish or resolve?
Well, here's the thing. Part of me wants to resolve, but there's really only one way to establish that I can think of. And it's with everyone arriving at summer camp. But I don't know, like...
Mm-hmm.
I will say this without without trying to spoil your any ideas. Do any of you have ideas besides starting summer camp? Or do you guys want to start that way?
That seems like the obvious starting point, yeah.
Sure. We're on the bus. We're arriving at summer camp.
I'm good. Okay, I'll establish we are... probably not like on the bus. Probably like we're just arriving.
Yeah.
Just because, and I think
the bus has just pulled up and we're exiting the bus.
And I think me, Alyssa, and Carly are all our characters. And Caleb, though, I think will be the head camp counselor.
Aha, yes. Perfect, of course. I already know who this person is going to be.
Oh yeah, so we've just gotten off the bus and Caleb is now greeting us.
Okay, and do you guys want to describe yourselves quick after getting off the bus?
I'm an 11-year-old boy. My name's Timmy. I like things that aren't summer camp.
That's fair.
I like being at home and playing with my dog and not being at summer camp. Like probably like short, skinny, like brown hair, dark brown hair, black hair, whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
My character. That's Timmy.
I don't know, Carly, are we at like ethnicity or are we just like white kids? Like
white is an ethnicity.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Don't be racist.
Yeah, we're probably just white.
Boring. Okay.
You boring white kids. So I guess I'm just white with like dark brown hair. I think I have mine like down, like it's like really, really long and like it hasn't been cut in a really long time, kind of a thing.
Do you have like a headband, like one of those like?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Timmy is my best friend, and my other best friend is my sister, Kara. I never go anywhere without her. Have you met Kara? She's my sister.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I look like... How do you pronounce your name, Alyssa? Keira. Okay. I look like Keira because we look very related. And my hair is also long, but it's in a very long braid that just goes all the way down my back. And I think at this point I've already started picking flowers out of the grass and sticking them in my hair.
Okay. Perfect.
And just kind of quiet, not saying anything.
All right. Yeah, and then you see a tall, sort of like he's lean, but well built, and he's blonde, probably like 17, and he walks over and he said, "Hey guys, my name is Chad, and I'll be your greeting buddy."
Chad, no, I'm done. No.
Well, a guy like that has to be named like Chad or something.
I hate Chad.
Wait, we've had a Chad in this game before. That's right.
We have, yes. Do you want me to change the name? I can change the name.
No, it's fine. I'll just hate Chad.
It could be Brett.
It's Brad, I think. There you go. Yeah, I like Brad better.
I said Brett, but Brad works.
No. I'm gonna do Brad. Yeah, I knew you said Brett, but I like Brad.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's like, hey guys, my name is Brad. It's so nice to welcome you to Summer Camp Etowah. Everybody make some noise. Does anyone clap at all?
No, I don't.
Kira's like drawing like unicorns in her journal.
Okay. He's like,
Kara's just looking around
yeah.
the trees.
A couple of the kids like haphazardly just kind of clap like awkwardly. And he's like, yeah, that's what I like to hear, that camp spirit. All right, so I'm going to give you just a little tour of the camp. Now, don't be worried by any of the construction that's going on right now. Perfectly safe for you campers. We have cones where there need to be cones and tape where there needs to be tape. Just stay out of those areas and you should be just fine.
Okay, but Billy is going into that area over there that says
Billy, you're going to have to Jenna, can you go grab Billy for me? Thank you, Jenna. And when this like 16-year-old like counselor goes over and like is grabbing Billy, he's like, no. He's like,
get off me.
Exactly. It's like, so remember, stay out of those designated areas and everything will be just fine. It's going to be a very fun couple of months at summer camp. We're so happy to have you. I'm just going to give you a quick tour. Sound good, everybody?
What if you've already been here before? Can I just go to my cabin?
No, we want to make sure that everyone, there may be some changes that you're not aware of. And like, they have never changed this camp, like, ever. This has been in constant, like, construction for, like, 40 years, and nothing has ever actually been constructed.
I would say probably what's happening is, like, Keira was part of the reason I came this year. Like, usually, because his mom was pushing me, and, like, because obviously she's been here before. I haven't been here. I don't want to come here.
Mm-hmm.
And well, actually, no. Probably I've been here once, and I didn't want to come again.
Yeah.
Except Kira convinced me.
Like Timmy, I'm gonna be there. You gotta be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Brad says, all right. So we're just gonna do a really quick tour, and it will be over in no time. So on your left, you're gonna see the cafeteria hall. All right. So that's where we're gonna be eating all of our meals.
Kira just like looks at Kara, is just like.
Now, I would definitely recommend the green beans. Super delicious. Love them. And
Kira's just like.
So remember,
like hiding like with her hair, just like.
Yeah. So remember, during your months here at camp, you will have a designated buddy. And this buddy is going to be of the same gender as you, and you'll make sure that whenever you go to
it needs to be Kara because we're sisters, so
we will get to the buddy assignment.
But you don't understand, Brad. It needs my sister and I.
Kira, honey.
No, you don't understand. No, Brad, listen
Kira.
to me. You're not listening. Me and my sister need to be buddies. She's my sister.
Kira, if you interrupt me again, there will be consequences. Thank you.
She just goes back to drawing.
So remember, always stay with your buddy, especially at the cafeteria. You just want to make sure that you're never wandering off, going off to eat somewhere you shouldn't be eating. Well, everyone's going to be eating in the cafeteria hall. Awesome. All right, so when you look over here on your right, you're going to see the cabins. Now, the cabins are designated by tree types, all right? So you have your cottonwood, you have your birch, you have your pine, you have your hickory, and you have your oak. So you're going to find out, you'll get your little pamphlet, and you'll find out where you're situated. Again, separated by genders and by grades. So yes, Kira, you will get to be with Kara because you happen to be in the same grade. You're welcome. So
and the overlays are probably messed up now.
Nope, because Carly's at the end, so it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So the only other thing really that I just have to tell you before we kind of finish up this tour is you'll see the beach over there. Now, I would we're gonna stay away from the beach for the first part of the month here at camp. Not because it's dangerous or anything like that, but just because they're gonna be doing a little bit of work making sure that there are no sharp objects or anything you guys could step on over at the beach area. We had another camp come in last week, and there was just a little bit of trash kind of thrown around. Nothing too bad, but we just want to make sure it's safe and fun for you guys when you finally get to go swimming. And so this is actually a really bad thing for you guys. So the most fun part of camp, honestly, like one of the biggest events is the swim day. And it happens like first week of camp, and it's like always great. They always have like giant like inflatable jump things, like things that are floating in the water. We can, get shot up off of this, giant inflatable thing in the water. There's all sorts of cool things over by the beach.
It's like the Blob, where like counselors
exactly.
like,
Yes,
go on
thank
the
you. I couldn't remember what it was called. Yes,
the Blob,
they have a bunch of fun things like that. That's always like the highlight of the first week of camp. But it sounds like the first week of camp instead is going to be a lot of like indoor crafts. So kind of boring. So that's unfortunate.
Timmy doesn't mind. He'd let us stay inside than be outside with his dad.
True.
I'm like, Timmy.
All right. So I think that concludes our tour of the camp. So if you guys just want to take these pamphlets, there's one for you and one for you and one for you. It has your name on it. It has your designated cabin and your team and your buddy. And you just want to make sure that you find all of those things. And there'll be other counselors to help you with that if you have any questions. And we'll just make sure everybody gets to where they're supposed to go. All right? We're going to have a great time here this summer. I'm so glad you guys are with us. And, let's just give it up for you guys. And just like,
as soon as he says like we're gonna have a great summer, Timmy on like noticeably starts like trying to be holding back. She's like,
for 2 whole months. Yeah. So that wraps up, and everybody kind of like gets their pamphlets and is like starting to figure out where you're going. What does everybody do?
I just grab my pamphlet. Look at Kira's like, can we go inside, please?
Well, I don't think you're allowed in my cabin, Timmy.
Get somewhere. He's looking around like, is there like a common area?
There's like a pavilion you could go to. Like, yeah.
Can we go in there?
Yeah, let me just go put my stuff down first. I got, like, my backpack.
Yeah. So, Timmy, you see like a gaggle of like crows that are like on a nearby tree, and they all like are watching you like intensely.
I look at my like, I'm like fumbling with like my pamphlet trying to find where my cabin is, and I like grab it and I just like run to it. Like get to the cabin. And
Kara, where are you going?
Did she freeze again?
I think she froze a little bit, yeah.
Oh.
You could know, I think.
Okay. I would just go to our cabin. That is.
Sure.
So I probably run to my cabin, dump my stuff like just on the bunk I find, and then like book it to the common area.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Keira takes her sweet time. She's just like, I gotta lay out my bed and put all my Beanie Babies on, where they belong on my bed.
Yeah.
So I think she's taking a while.
And Timmy's just kind of waiting there, like looking around nervously. Who?
Yeah, I think someone shows up before Keira, obviously, and I think it's obviously it's Ernest.
I was gonna say what about like who's my
who's his buddy?
Actually, that makes sense. Let's do that first. So, I think a kid comes over to you, and his name's Paul. And Paul is this, he's a bit, thicker, a little rotund, and he kind of like hobbles over. He has a baseball cap, and he's like chewing bubble gum, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you."
He taps me on my shoulder, like, "Ah!"
Yeah. Whoa, what are you doing? Why are you so scared?
Looking around like, nothing. It's just I wasn't expecting you. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Paul. I'm your buddy. And like holds that hand.
I look at it, it's like sticky. I go,
yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah. Like shake his hand and like wipe it on my.
Listen, you don't have to be afraid of anything here at camp. It's me.
Not so sure.
Well, I mean, obviously there are the weird night noises that happen sometimes. Like you hear weird, like, honestly, I think it's aliens, but I could be.
Like Timmy's eyes just get wide, like.
Yeah, I mean it's like a weird humming noise always at night. It's like It's like there's a UFO and it's like abducting people. But I mean, other than that, there's not really anything to be scared of here. You know.
Timmy sits there wondering if he would rather be abducted by a UFO
than stay at camp. Anyway, so what do you like? What are you into? Do you like Star Wars?
I'm trying to think. I didn't define my character much more than doesn't like being at summer camp. I like my dog.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I have a dog too. His name is Chewbacca. Did you name your dog off of a Star Wars character too?
No, mine's just named Gruff.
Gruff? Is that from a show I haven't heard of?
No, it's just a dog.
Just a dog.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
He's like a little wiener dog. He got a little thing on his belly so it doesn't break his back.
Okay. Well,
he used to like to run, but he can't anymore.
What's your favorite Star Wars?
I don't. What's Star Wars?
You see his eyes widen.
His mom is probably like keep him like a bit sheltered from things like that. She like lets him play with his dog and read books.
You don't know what Star Wars is?
Is it a book?
Well, I mean, technically, it also is a book. Yeah, they made a novelization in 1976, I think.
Okay.
But no, it's a movie. It's a bunch of movies. They're awesome.
My mom doesn't let me watch movies. She says they'll melt my brain.
Your mom is horrible. All right. Well, listen, Timmy. I'm just gonna. I got a thing over here. I'm just gonna go. See ya. Bye. And just like walks off. And Carly's gone.
Carly. No, my sister.
I think what happens is that's the moment where as soon as he leaves and you're like, oh, okay, he's gone. That's when there's like a shadow behind you.
Like I turn around. Oh no! I like slowly turn around.
Hi there, son.
Dad.
God.
I see you finally made it. The bus was 12 minutes late.
They thought it was on time.
Nope. It always gets there at noon sharp, but it was here at 12:12. You weren't causing trouble for the bus driver, were you?
No. I wasn't causing trouble.
Good. Now listen here, Tim. This is important. This is going to be the most important 2 months of your entire life. And so Ernest is like this, tall, gruff, really scraggly, like gray beard, scraggly hair. Definitely looks like a hobo. Wears like cargo pants and like a t-shirt. And he kind of like leans in and he says, these next 2 months are going to be some of the most important 2 months of your life. You see, there's an award. There's an award at the end of camp. We call it the Spirit Award. And the Spirit Award has been won by people in our family every single time there was a Johnson at this camp.
Timmy Johnson, that's the most generic name ever.
And you got to hear me out here, Timbo. You will win that award, or else the family legacy will die here at this camp.
He just gets this horrified look on his face like,
if you do not win this award, you will destroy everything I have worked so very hard to build over these last 40 years.
I thought you cut the grass.
I do more than just cut the grass, Timbo. I cut the grass and I cut people like you down to size when they think that they're too mature or too busy for something like team and camp spirit. That's what I do. And so you're gonna swear to me. You're gonna solemnly swear to me, Timbo, that you're gonna try everything you have in you to win that here award. To win the Camp Spirit Award, because if you do not, I will never talk to you again. Do you hear me?
Timmy's wondering himself, would that be so bad?
And also, I will take away your dog.
No! Wait, what I named my dog? Gruff. I named it Gruff. Not Gruff.
Yes, Gruff. You remember, I'm the one who bought you that dog, so I can take him away if I need to.
Mommy said you can't get within 100 yards of the house, though.
That's bullcrap right there. That's not even true. That's not even true. Do you hear me, son?
Yes,
do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good.
I think that's where Keira comes up and she's like, Counselor Ernie!
He's a groundskeeper.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
I mean, they just call them all counselors, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're just...
That's true.
Kara, what did I have to say? My name's Ernest. Don't call me Ernie. It's tacky.
No, but it's Ernie.
Listen, Kira, I
So
honestly,
Timmy, you want to go play right now?
Yes, please.
And honestly, I think Ernest has a soft spot for Kira, and so I think he's just like, oh, all right, well, you guys go, you kids go play.
Well,
I just remember what I said, Timbo.
Technically, your relationship is with Kara. Technically, I mean,
True. Maybe you mistake us for each other all the time.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe. That'd be pretty funny.
Like, please,
yeah, but if Timby is my son, I obviously know about Kira. So yeah, but if I mix them, then yeah, that might be a thing. But yeah, so I say, oh, go ahead and play, you crazy kids.
I just grab him like by like the hand and I just let's go play over here. Like some Legos or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a building where you can like play with Legos and crafts and stuff. Yeah, I mean I think that's probably the scene, right? Like,
you guys want to finish it? Finalists? Anything else?
I mean, it seems like it was a bad ending for for Timmy.
That's 2 black die for me.
Yeah.
I'll take them. And
right?
who do I want to
agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, that's pretty horrible getting his dog taken away if he can't figure out Camp Spirit. Mm-hmm. But the alternative is that he'll never see his dad again.
True.
But he didn't want to see him to begin with.
Yeah.
I know. That's
right,
what I'm
that's
saying.
What she's saying.
The alternative.
Given Caleb pulled his weight in this last scenes, I'll give him both black dice.
Wow. That could be good or it could be very bad. Time will tell. Cool. Good. Awesome. So, Alyssa, establish a resolve.
Resolve.
Okay. What are we thinking?
I think we're probably maybe like just playing and like.
I mean, it can be like a time skip as well.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Like, it could be like off to the steakhouse.
Like it's been like a week, and I'm like, ugh, the food.
Yeah, maybe the scene starts when we're in the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Kira like freaking out about how she hates the food.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I didn't mean Kira for it to be like so spoiled. Like that's just kind of how she's coming across.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so. So we see Kara and Kira, because obviously they ended up being buddies. And then Timmy and Paul's just completely ignoring you guys, and he is like looking at like an encyclopedia of Star Wars facts at the cafeteria table. And I'll play Paul, and you guys play everybody else.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like slowly nibbling on my sandwich.
I think Kira is just like staring at her food, not eating at all.
Are you not hungry, Kira?
I hate this food.
This peanut butter and jelly.
It's so boring and plain. My mom makes me peanut butter and Nutella sandwiches.
I mean,
I don't even like jelly.
I mean, you can always scrape off jelly.
But the remnants of it are still on there.
It's like me as a child.
You could ask them to make you
as a child, Carly.
I will be 18
or
in a
you
week.
now.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I
I'm
thought
saying
you were
this is
just
still
calling me
no. I'm
child.
saying this is still you.
That may or may not be
This
true.
is still you, Carly.
I mean, you could ask them to make you one without any jelly.
But then it's just peanut butter and bread.
Well, peanut butter not that bad. Timmy's like, she was like it's not that bad.
She's just like, I want Outback Steakhouse.
That's not. They have peanut butter and Nutella.
Does she have the money for Outback Steakhouse?
I mean, if I'm
Yeah.
as spoiled as I am right now, then yeah, I got the money for Outback Steakhouse. I'm like, Kara, please, let's sneak out tonight.
Kara's like
Please.
shoving her sandwich into her mouth, but she just like smiles and nods. She's like, okay.
Look, we'll get in trouble, guys.
We do it every year.
You do?
Yes, we just don't tell you because you're a goody good shoes.
But no, we had established I haven't been here in like a few years.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I guess she's just like, yeah, we do it every year.
And I think Paul like kind of like puts his face has been covered by this encyclopedia, but he slowly like puts it down. He's like, "Did I hear something about sneaking out?"
No.
Paul, you just need to go back to Star. Actually, I was thinking about drawing the Death Star. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, all sorts of illustrators have done interesting concept art on the Death Star. I mean, there's a lot of interesting little designs like people have come up with even before they finalized the final
Anyway,
one.
So Kara, what do you think about Counselor Ernie this year? Does he seem a little bit more grouchy this year?
He just shrugs.
Mouth still full of
Keeps eating
peanut
her
butter.
sandwich. Yeah, exactly.
I think he seems a bit more grouchy, but he's a really nice man too, though. I think.
He kind of goes like,
Does Kira doesn't know, right? That like you guys are.
yeah, he doesn't want to admit that.
Yeah.
Timmy, what do you think of Counselor Ernie? Does he seem a little bit more grouchy to you this year?
He seems just as grouchy as usual.
Maybe. I don't know.
And so I think we see Ernie like up at the front of the cafeteria, and he's like, campers, listen, I have an announcement to make. As you all know, every year we give out the Camp Spirit Award. And the Camp Spirit Award is the highest honor that anyone can receive here at Summer Camp Etowah. And as I always show you, this is my particular trophy. The first year the camp ever existed. This trophy is, and honestly, it's like the trophy looks like it has like a little cabin on, like that's the little like thing on the top of the trophy, and it is so tarnished and gross looking.
I think Kira just whispers to Kara, do you think he notices that we steal it every year too? Because I mean, why else would?
Yeah. That makes sense.
I would say like it's probably like some cheap. It's like this cheap like wooden block, and on top is like a cabin made out of balsa wood.
Yes, probably yes, exactly. And he's like, I'm so proud of this award, and I know that you as well, whoever the lucky winner is of the Camp Spirit Award this year, will also be very proud. And he's like looking directly at you, Timmy, as he says,
he like streaks into himself like.
He'll be very, very proud to uphold his family legacy and not completely break his old dad's heart. Whoever this camper might be.
Say, Kira just like
files that away.
Noted.
Maybe. Wait a second. We've established I've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have been here and I didn't win it last time, and so now he's just being excessively like, you have to win.
Exactly, yes. And you probably won last time because of nepotism. He doesn't necessarily pick the winner or whatever. There's like a couple of people that pick him. But like last year he made sure he like rigged everything to make sure that you won because he obviously didn't care about it. But this year he's like, I can't pull off the same tricks again. Like you have to win on your own merit. But yeah, so I think he says like, remember campers.
Counselor Ernie, when is the beach going to be open?
The beach will be open next week. We've been telling you that.
No, but we want the blob.
The blob will be next Wednesday.
But I want it now.
Well, you can't have it now, Kara.
My mom donates a lot of money to this camp.
I am very aware of that, and we are getting the blob ready. As soon as we pick up all of the shards of glass that all of the college students left because they broke all of their beer bottles in the sand on the beach 3 weeks ago. That is
and one of the other counselors are like, no, don't say that in front of the kids.
Exactly, yeah. Don't drink, kids. Don't drink.
I kind of like the idea that the only reason that I have the trophy associated with me is because Keira steals it every year and he just gets us mixed up, so he thinks he's the one that's stealing it.
Well, I don't think Ernest has ever found out who's like that anyone has stolen it. I think you guys have always been clever enough because if someone actually did steal that, he would be so furious. But like the campers get away with it every year.
We always give it back.
Exactly. Yeah, you put it back where you found it, and he's never the wiser.
It's like he gives this speech every year.
Exactly. Yeah. And he says, remember, kids, camp spirit is very, very important.
And maybe that's why it's so ratty, is because every year we do something to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You like dunk it in the lake or leave it in a bathroom stall overnight. Like that sort of thing.
Mud.
Yeah. And for some reason he just has never noticed it. But yeah, I think he says, remember, camp spirit is very important. You can earn the favor of camp spirit. You can be in tune with the spirit of camp by doing several things: by memorizing the camp cheer, by participating in team activities, by getting along with other campers, and by not under any circumstances sneaking out of camp. Remember, if you are ever caught sneaking out of camp, immediate disqualification for the Camp Spirit Award.
Timmy, this perks up Timmy like.
Like, so we're gonna sneak out tonight, right? To get my Outback Steakhouse.
Timmy's like,
dope. I've got people on my side to go sneak out tonight.
Yeah, and we see Paul like has definitely paid attention and noticed this, but he doesn't say anything. He puts this encyclopedia back up. Is that the end of the scene? Then, I
think that's the end of the scene. Yeah, because I've got people on my side to go sneak out.
Sure, yeah.
To get food. So,
okay, I mean that sounds like a good ending for you.
Yeah, I would say so.
So is it easier to get in touch with Camp Spirit during the solstice?
Avatar Roku's spirit.
Yeah.
Every
spirit in Avatar. True. During the solstice, it's
it is easier to get in touch with Camp Spirit during the solstice. Cool.
I've been rewatching.
So do I get 2 whites then?
Yeah, everybody cool with that?
Or would that be more neutral? Or I mean, it was also neutral.
I mean, I don't know if there was anything actually bad that happened to you during that.
Yeah, it was pretty good for you.
Right? There was a warning, but it hasn't happened yet, and you've always gotten away with it before, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
My mom donates a lot of money to this camp.
It's true. Who are you gonna give that away to?
Oh, that's right. I have to give. Oh, I have to give it to somebody. That's right.
You can give totally them to separate people, or you can give them both to one.
I'll give one to Carly, one to Seth.
Yay!
Cool stuff. Carly, establish a resolve.
resolve because I have no idea where to start.
I mean,
let's steal the trophy tonight.
Or you can do that, yeah.
No, wait, I thought you wanted to go to Outback Steakhouse.
I was thinking, I think you'd probably do that first, right? Like,
or
sneak out.
Or do we want to bring the trophy to Outback Steakhouse?
Oh, maybe that's the thing. It's like you're gonna up the game this time. You're gonna steal the trophy and go to Outback Steakhouse, and that's gonna be the thing. You guys are gonna have it with you at the Outback Steakhouse. That's the
thing, right? How we're gonna like tarnish it this year.
Exactly.
We'll dip it in like barbecue sauce or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think we've done that before.
Yeah,
that's
boring now. Cool.
Timmy hasn't done it
so
before.
it starts with you having to steal it then.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess Kira's with you. I don't think she'd make you go do it by yourself. I don't know if Timmy is with us, though, to steal the trophy. I don't know. I feel like he's probably not. What do you guys think?
Maybe you leave him as like a guard, lookout, to make... Well, actually, no, I can't. Because, no, probably what happens is you leave him because he can't leave without...
About Paul. I mean, but we're sneaking out at this point. We're breaking the rules anyway.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is this way, the one person who might know won't like rat us out.
Oh, right.
Tell me to keep my eye on Paul.
Well, but if you're going to sneak out with us to Outback Steakhouse, then you're going to have to go anyways.
That's true. So I'm probably just lookout.
Yeah.
Is Paul going to go with us?
I don't think we know he knows.
No, you guys don't know he knows. Yeah.
How late is Outback Steakhouse even open?
We don't need to.
I don't know.
We don't really need.
Probably like 10 p.m., but I mean, bedtime here is probably like 8.
Exactly.
8.
That's true. Yep, closes at 10 p.m.
Yeah, you got 2 hours.
You got 2 hours to go to Outback Steakhouse and get me some good food.
I just love this. It's so weird, random and weird.
Okay, so let's go steal the trophy.
So what do we see from Kara? Like, how is she stealing this?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
like,
is it
Kara like a master of stealth?
I mean, I think so. She's just all around a super quiet kid.
Exactly.
So like, she just kind of like she startles people sometimes because she just appears out of nowhere, and you're like, "Oh, where'd you come from?"
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, is it in like his? Is it in his like quarters, like in his cabin?
For sure. Yep.
Okay.
He's a very deep sleeper, though.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean, she just tries to like stealth in. I don't know.
You can hear him snoring from a cabin away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, do we need to like? I feel like we need to roll something to like.
I know, right?
No, it's just you just decide. Everybody's collaboratively just kind of making it up.
Yeah. So Kira's just like, okay, you remember where it is in the cabin.
I don't, but she nods.
I mean, you just make it up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's improv. You make it up.
Yeah, I suck at making things up.
That is not true.
That is not true.
It is true.
That is false. You wrote an
Off the
entire
fly.
novel.
Off the fly. I
Whatever.
cannot make
Whatever.
stuff
False.
up. Probably just on like the top of his dresser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Where
I like to think that it's in like a case.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're just one of those plexiglass cases where you just like push it.
Yeah.
But
How does Kara sneak in then?
Yep.
How does she do so?
Oh.
What do we see? Do we hear the Mission Impossible theme like start going on the soundtrack?
Maybe. I mean, she just like. I mean, is the cabin locked?
No.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Okay.
Not in the woods.
I mean, then she just like slowly, quietly opens the door and starts sneaking in.
Yeah, we hear the door creak open. And we hear the like soft pizzicato strings as you like are sneaking across the creaky floorboards, expertly like testing each one to make sure like they don't squeak. I think you hear Ernest. He's just like snoring. He's like, "Camp spirit."
Does Timmy see any counselors, like the lookout counselor? Because I'm sure there's like counselors that have to like go around and do rounds. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I think the entire probably sequence here is styled as like an actual like Mission Impossible style thing.
Right,
So we have like
yeah.
counselors like patrolling with flashlights, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, it's 8:00. They don't need flashlights yet.
That's true. Yeah, they're just that does make this more dangerous, right? But everybody knows that what's his called? That Ernest goes to bed at like 6:30. So
maybe that's what we did. We like went early to steal it, but that doesn't mean it's more dangerous.
I mean, yeah, 8:00 is still like there's probably light out in the middle of summer. So yeah, so there's definitely counselors like.
Maybe we go during dinner time. Like we had this conversation at lunch, and we go during dinner time.
Yeah. And he's definitely already asleep by dinner time. So yeah,
he gets back right after his speech, and he's like, "Okay, I'm done for the day.
I'm done for the day. That's all I need to do. I've inspired the children,
especially my son."
Exactly. Yeah, and so he's snoring and stuff. And then
Wait, but Paul said they said we have to be with our buddy during lunchtime.
Oh yeah, during dinner.
I tell Paul I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, perfect.
Say the tuna casserole didn't sit well with me at lunch.
They had tuna casserole and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
That's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Oh, I
hate the food.
That does, yes.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think you guys see Brad Timmy sees Brad and Jenna like walking off somewhere, like talking.
I mean, 17 and 16-year-old camp counselors, we know what's happening.
They're macking out. They're macking out in the woods. Yeah, so we see this whole sequence. Kara, do you like push open the case and like grab it? And I think there's definitely a moment where like everybody gets really scared that you're gonna like get caught, because I think he like like looks, and you're like poised like to get the thing probably, and he's like like barely opening like one eye, looking in a different direction. He's like, thought I saw my family's legacy getting taken away. Oh, it must have been a nightmare. And he like rolls back around and snuggles up with his ratty blanket.
It's his lucky blanket that helped him win Camp Spirit.
Exactly, yeah. He's never gotten rid of this blanket.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I grab it and I expertly scamper out.
And you run headlong into Paul.
Oh, great.
He has his encyclopedia, his Star Wars encyclopedia, curled up under one arm, and he's looking at you just very, very, like, disappointed. And he just says, "Really, Kara? I thought you were better."
She just shrugs.
You do know that this can get you kicked out of camp.
She shrugs again.
And you just don't care?
She shakes her head.
Cool.
Cool, I made friends with the nerd.
So, where are you guys going now? What are you going to do with it?
I mean,
I think like Keira like marches like, and she's just like at Paul, like, don't say anything.
Oh, I know it's fine. It's fine. I knew you guys were gonna sneak out to this Outback Steakhouse thing, but I definitely didn't know you guys were gonna steal the Camp Award, the Camp Spirit Award, because that's actually really cool.
We do it every year.
What? Really? How does he not caught you?
Year. Because Kara is awesome.
And he kind of like looks at Kara, and then I think we get the like hearts and stuff, like,
oh god,
and he realizes like,
gosh.
Yeah, Kara is awesome.
Oh no.
And he like blows
just,
a
like,
very long bubble and then pops it, and he's like, yeah.
No. Kira pops the bubble.
Yeah.
She's like the invisible bubble, and is like, let's go.
Yeah. Next time, Timmy, just tell me that you're gonna do awesome sneaky stuff.
I thought you were gonna rat us out.
Rat you out? I'm not gonna be like Lando in Empire Strikes Back. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know what that. He just kind of says something, just like as he's walking away, he's like under his breath, like I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Do we go to Outback Steakhouse, or is that the end of the scene?
I feel like that might be the end of the scene, actually.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anything important happens at the Outback Steakhouse, right? I think you guys just do it, right?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll determine later if something important happens at Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, that's true. No, but you guys need to sneak like away and back from camp itself.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, I do think that's probably the scene, right? Like,
Yeah.
because it was Kara's scene and she did her thing. So,
Yep.
I mean, it sounded like that went pretty well, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
We're quickly running out of good outcomes here.
So
Oh,
I take
no.
2 white dice.
Take 2 white dice and you give them away to people.
Okay. In order to not sabotage Caleb, because it makes sense, I'm just gonna give 1 to each of you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Because Caleb's character wasn't actually in the scene, so.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I was, but
You are Paul.
I was also asleep. Yeah, as my
Right.
character
Oh,
was
right.
asleep.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So I think I'm going to establish, and I'm definitely going to establish the scene being, I definitely notice that you guys are sneaking out of camp, and I trail you.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I
Wait,
think
do you wake up and realize that your trophy is gone?
I think so, right? That's
Oh,
probably what
no.
it is. I think this is and so I'm trying to think of
This
like
is the first time he's ever noticed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the catalyst is, like why he notices.
Paul wakes
Paul.
being loud wakes you up.
Yeah, I think at like the when we back
The
up.
bubble popping.
Oh yes, perfect. Yes.
What?
When the
The
bubble
bubble
pops.
popping.
Oh.
And so we cut back to that scene. We hear the muffled voices outside, and then we hear the bubble pop, and then we just say, Vietnam, what?
Oh my gosh.
People in the trees. Oh no.
I was even old enough to.
It's just a dream. I know, it's fine. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. Oh, he's like 60. It's just a dream. Well, at least I have my. Huh? What? Where's the Cam Spirit Award? Where did it go? Where did it go? No! And then we see him like basically have like a gear up montage where he like puts on like he has like a knife in his boot and like a rope around his
God.
waist, and he's like
Knife in his boot.
yeah, and a backpack. He takes a shovel with him. Well, he doesn't know. He thinks like a ghost or something stole it. I don't know.
Oh. So he's gonna hurt a ghost with a knife in his boot?
Yes. No. And he takes like a backpack and like a shovel and like just random like miscellaneous tools. And then he like makes his way out of camp. And I think he's intercepted by Chad and just probably just like Chad walking back from something. And he
You mean Brad?
Oh yeah, Brad. Sorry, yeah. And he's like, he waves like, hey, Mr. Ernest, or Mr. Johnson, how, what are you up to? He's like, someone stole the Camp Spirit Award. Someone stole it. They stole it right out from under my nose. I will have revenge. And he just like stalks away, and Brad's just like,
Dude, please tell me the counselors know that the kids steal it every year and they just never tell him.
yes, obviously. So maybe we go back, and Timmy was even just like waving at Chad or Brad and Jenna as they were like,
Oh my
hey.
gosh.
Like they like knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kira and Jenna are just like finger gun.
Uh-huh. But yeah, and so he's like stalks away, and then Brad just like, oh well, this isn't good, and then we just like cut there, and then we see Ernest like sniffing the ground, and he like sees he's like looking for tracks, and he takes his shovel and like scoops up one little tiny clump of dirt and then brings it up to his nose, He licks it. West. Definitely west. And then he just stalks off. And I think he sees so I think we cut to you guys and you're like trying to sneak out of like the borders of camp. So I think there's like probably like a fence. So like what do you guys do? Like how you
so obviously this is a kids camp, right? So there's a fence, but it's like one of those like it's not even locked kind of a thing. It's just like, you open up the hinge and then it opens up and then you just go out.
Yeah, we just and maybe like the Outback Steakhouse is just like across the street from the camp.
Yeah,
it's not even far.
Yeah. So I like open up the thing and then I go like look out and I'm like go.
Yeah, and everybody like and I think there's definitely like it's very tense, even though it's like literally right across the street. We have like one at a time. You guys are like very carefully like, and there's like a car drives by and you guys like hide in the bushes. And then another person like runs across, and the last person I think is Paul. And Paul,
Paul,
he trips in the middle of the road.
Paul trips.
And what do you guys do? Like
we probably don't notice.
You just like keep going. You just don't even notice. You guys are like in this restaurant at that point.
Terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy is a very sheltered little boy.
I think
so he's like
Paul yells like, Timmy, help!
Like
he tripped and he can't get up.
Stand up!
He's being very dramatic.
Okay.
He's also he's also very stocky.
Like just stand up.
Keira just like starts pulling at his arm, like get up.
And then you see. You hear, who stole the Camp Spirit Award?
Kara ducks into the bushes.
Timmy, who was helping, just runs across the street at this point.
Yeah, like
Keira just like
leave Paul.
Keira just like dives into the bush after Kara.
Yeah.
I'm like, leave the trophy with him.
Do you do that?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe it makes sense.
I mean, if we're in the bushes, then no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I would
Paul,
have to like throw it out of the bushes, and then that would be suspicious.
That's true. Yeah, just keep it with us. That's fine.
So
we have to accomplish our mission.
Paul is like in the middle of the road, and she's like, "No, don't leave me behind. He's coming." And then they just see this like dark old man just like come up to the gate and like cinch it open, and then like open the gate, and he steps out with this big shovel. And he just like, Paul, what's the last name?
Rudd.
That's what I was gonna say. I was just about to say Paul Rudd, but I was like, nope, that's actual person.
Paul Sudd.
Sure, yes, his name is Paul Sudd.
Paul Sudd.
So, he's like, Paul Sudd, what are you doing outside of campgrounds? And like we get a shot, and it's just like dark red eyes, like, and his like face is shadowed.
Oh my gosh.
And Paul like is looking up like, ah! And Ernest says, "You do realize what this means? I'm in trouble. You have been disqualified from the Camp Spirit Award, the most honored award given at this camp. You should be very disappointed in yourself."
Is he just standing in the middle of the road?
He's just sitting in the middle. He's like laying in the middle of the road still.
That's cool.
And Ernest is like standing in the middle of the road, like next to him. And then Paul is just like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Johnson. I didn't mean to. I just was Were there any others with you? Any conspirators you would like to mention?
Keira like peeks her head out like out of the bushes and like, see like her face like behind where this is happening. She's just like,
yeah. And Ernest is like, this doesn't seem like the sort of thing that you would do on your own, Paul. Who was with ya? And Paul like looks like a little just briefly back at the bush and looks back. He's like,
Kara peeks her head out and shakes her head too, so that
and
both of
Like
them
we both do it at the same time.
Yeah.
We're like,
yeah, and he looks back and he sees Kara and he's like, "No, it was just me, Mr. Johnson, sir."
I did that on purpose.
And Ernest just like squints his eyes. He's like, "Are you positive?" "Yep, positive."
Give me a sec, guys.
And they stare each other off for a little bit more. And then we hear a car start to come, and there's like lights on the road. And Ernest says, "You should probably get up now. You don't want to be run over." And Paul just like scampers up. And Ernest just like leads him by the ear, like away.
Sorry, what did I just miss? Sorry.
I mean, so basically, Ernest just like drags Paul away.
Yeah,
By
and I
the
think
ear.
as he's dragging him away, he's just like, "You wouldn't want to know what happened to my camp spirit award, would you?" Paul's like, "Oh, no. I definitely wouldn't know anything about that. Nope, absolutely not." And he just like drags him away. You guys are left in the bushes next to the Outback Steakhouse.
I'm already at Outback Steakhouse.
I imagine you guys were like in the bushes, like right next to the
Yeah.
steakhouse. Yeah, so. But yeah, so you guys just go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get your food then, Kira.
I get my food. Thanks, Paul. I mean, you were the one who tripped in the first place, so it's really your own fault. But, you know. But yeah, I think that's the end of the scene.
Yeah.
I think that ended pretty badly for you.
I
You
think it
didn't
really
find
did.
out
Yeah.
what happened to your camp spirit.
Yep. Now the thing is, I have to screw people over
Oh.
because you all have
Yeah.
white dice.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give one to Carly and Alyssa.
Yeah, so like
Rude.
Sorry, you guys are the ones who are the ringleaders of this stealing the award
Yeah.
thing.
It's fair. It's fair.
I mean, and Kara made him sacrifice himself with her girlish charm.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, I didn't make him fall for me. His own
true.
fault.
True. Okay, I mean that's the end of Act 1. Because we've gone through a scene with everybody.
Okay.
So let's do the tilt. And
Depending on what the
figure
tilt is, will be determine how I start the scene.
out- yeah, and then we'll take a quick break and then jump back into it. So
Man, that was the quickest Act 1 I think
I
we've
know.
I know, right?
Seriously, that was so
Ever.
quick, so quick.
It's all cohesive.
It is, yeah. It's very focused on this camp spirit thing. So let's see then. How does this work? Everybody roll the dice in front of them. So right click, drag so you can select both, and
Yeah.
do multi-sided and then random side. So I got a black 6.
You just choose random.
Yeah, random side.
I got a white 5.
White 5.
And
I
it
got a
still does
white
not-
1.
It still does not roll in there.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. And you got
It's never done it for me.
You also got a white 1. Okay, so it's me and Seth get to choose. Because I got white, I'll choose the category. So I'm gonna choose quotable. And then the options that you have to choose from, Seth, are "This ends tonight," "You're too late," "I'm just not that into you," "I swear I have no idea what happened," "I love you," or "We can fix this."
I'm gonna go with I swear I have no idea what happened.
Yeah.
It seems like the best option right
I
now.
swear I have no idea what happened.
So what is that? Just means that one of us has to use that phrase at some point.
Basically.
It's going
Yep.
to be me.
It's
Let's face
yeah.
it.
that has to be quoted at some point during Act 2. All right, cool. So there we go. That's Act 1. We'll be right back with Act 2 right after this quick break. Stick around.